So I have a secret. It's about the woman in Proverbs 31. So in verse 10, it says that her price is far above rubies. And so we know that, growing up and just listening to people who wants to describe this Proverbs 31 woman, they said she's a woman of worth. But I want to tell you today that she is beyond worthy. She goes beyond that. That's what that meant. And so we're going to be looking deeper into what that terminology means when we says the virtuous woman. So when we look it up in the Hebrew, we see that it means Eshet is woman, and virtue is Kah-yil, which means so much more than worth. So it means wealth, it means power, it means influence. It has all these different meanings, but for some reason, we've only heard about woman of worth. So the secret today is that you are beyond worthy. You are beyond worth. So when people say the Proverbs 31, the woman of worth, uh, the best kept secret is that the Eshet Kah-yil is a woman of wealth, power, and influence. So that is the secret. So, how do we adapt to those characteristics so that we can walk into the full purpose, into the fullness of what God has called us to do? Because if you want to accomplish the purpose that God has for you, to be that woman of influence, it's just basically saying He wants you to be the light, to be His light, to carry His glory. And we know that His glory is more than just worthy, it's more than just heavy, it's undescribable. And so we know that in this scripture, they try to encapsulate, those characteristics of this virtuous woman, of this Eshet Kah-yil, this woman of wealth and power. And so for 21 days, I want you to join the journey for 21 days. It takes 21 days to start a new mindset shift process. And so I'm starting off with June, I'm sorry, not June. June is my birthday, but May 9th, we're starting off with the launch of this devotional journal, and it's called a devotional journal. And so we're going to be increasing our capacity to receive and believe from God for those characteristics that will allow us to stand out in order to accomplish the magnitude of what God has for us to accomplish. We can't do it within our current mindset. We can do it in the physical, but we need the supernatural in order to be able to go full speed ahead with no limits, to be able to elevate to the place where God has for us, because people are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to show up in the workplace. They're waiting for you to show up in the community. They're waiting for you to show up even in your family. So the Proverbs 31 woman, it talks not just about being a mom, being a wife. It talks about being an influencer. It also talks about being an entrepreneur, but it even talks about having a global impact in the marketplace. So if you believe in for marketplace ministry, because God says we're both kings and priests, and so if you are one of those that God has ignited that in you, it says many are called and few are chosen. Everyone has not been chosen for that path. Everyone doesn't say yes to God, but if you are the one who have said yes to God, and that you want to be all that He has ordained and assigned for you to do, this is for you. So I hope that you can join us on this journey to Eshet Kah-yil. We're just going to have an open mind. We're going to have the Bible is going to walk us through. These are not my words, nor my nothing to do with me. I'm just here the vessel that's going to lead us through the journaling and the meditating, because those two combined creates that supernatural push that we're going to need. And we need that mindset shift to go from where we are right now to go higher, so that God can increase our capacity to believe for Him. So the secret is that we are going to go beyond worth. We're not just talking about this woman of worth. We're going to be talking about this woman of power and influence, and that is you. And so, if that is you indeed, I want you to join us. Click the link below and get ready to be that woman of wealth, power, and influence.